this year, your kicker signed a long-term deal, your snapper signed one, and now your punter. What does it mean to have that core together seemingly for a while going forward?
Yeah, I think obviously it's exciting for organizationally to think that we have a battery. Two of them are relatively young, and the punter's certainly an ascending player. What we got from Brandon a year ago, I'd say the expectations are to get it again. And then the calming factor of the way Matt plays. So I think organizationally we're excited about having those guys where they're not really worried about the future to some degree. They're worried about getting better each particular day to see if they can get better at their craft. So we're excited about the direction they're going in.
What's been the key for him to go from an unproven guy when he got here to a guy that's obviously proven himself quite a bit?
Yeah, it's a credit to him and his work ethic and the way in which he's improved. I think that the thing that gets overlooked a little bit is what he's done in the summer, the work that he's done in the last few summers. He's been out there in California. He's worked with Mike Cyphers a lot, and he's worked with Nick Novak, and he's been with A.J. Cole, and so he's been around other punters in the league and kind of seen how they've progressed and how they've worked and what it's supposed to be like. And I think that he comes back each year. He's come back really ready to go, and he's done a lot of work on his own to get to the place that he's at right now. And I think the big thing for him, and he would say the same thing, is for his consistency level to improve on a punt in and punt out basis throughout the game. So again, we're excited about the direction he's going in.
With go ahead. Is there a specific area, Rich, where you feel Daniel has really taken a big jump from last year to where he is right now, heading into his third season?
Well, I think the place he's really gotten better in the last 2 years has been the red zone. He's done a really good job in the red zone, and being able to direct the football for him has been an improvement as well. He's got such a big leg, controlling it and keeping his steps short and those sort of things. And where he needs to improve is a little bit backed up. What we can do coming out of the end zone, we've been backed up a little bit, and then how he handles those. But again, I just think he's going to constantly work to improve his game, and hopefully he's going to keep ascending.
Who are your options at punt returner, and is Hardman an option if he's called up off the practice squad, especially because Jaden is dealing with something?
Yeah, you guys have been at practice. I think we have a lot of options, and we'll see which one we use come Sunday.
You mentioned the value of having a battery. How difficult is that to find in this league to get all three of those spots in a good place like you have, and how much valuable is that?
Well, it's, some of those things are organizational related, some of them are financially related, some of them are age related, according to the kickers in the league that have had years of work, where they've been successful and they get themselves above 82 or 85%. Everybody wants one of those guys. Really Brandon's been a career 82% guy. Last year, we got him a little bit late in the year, and he had a tremendous year. But so now the standard's been set by him that's the expectation, right? But to get a battery of three guys that you'd like to think you can keep together for a little while. I've been fortunate at the other places I've been at. It's been that way, and I think the commitment organizationally the Packers have made to those three guys is hopefully good for the future of us. But once you get it, you'd like to hang on to it for as long as you can.
With Detroit, if you look at their depth chart, and it's unofficial obviously, but they have a linebacker listed as their kickoff returner. I know he got some reps at it in the preseason. Is he good? I mean, what's the challenge of facing that?
Yeah, he's
an unorthodox sort of guy, maybe.
I don't really think it's unorthodox. He's an extremely fast, physical football player. He's been a good teams player in the league now for a while. They got him in free agency. We evaluated him. We think he's a top-tier teams player in the league, not only as what he's doing now returning the ball, but as a coverage player. He's playing personal protector for them on the punt team. He's been around the league. He's playing really well on kickoff for him, just like he has before. So we're expecting to see him back there. They also have tremendous speed in their punt return game. The guy likes to use his speed and go to the field, and so they're playing well. They played well in preseason, and they played well against us the last 2 years. So,
Rich, Bo was saying yesterday that you had him getting double teamed all practice long in the special teams period. Is that the kind of attention you expect him to get from opponents, and how vital is he to what you guys want to do on defense?
Yeah, he requires a lot of attention during the course of the game. And I think that one of the greatest comments I saw this year so far is, I think Jay Reed made the comment that, Bo's effort is unmatched. And I think when you look at us in defense and what we're trying to do, he's the example, and he's the standard of what we're trying to accomplish here, the way in which he practices, the way in which he goes about his preparation, the smile on his face, the love in his heart for what he gets to do. And, he's earned the respect of other, teams around the league. And so I'm expecting him to garner some attention in the game.
Where do you kind of feel, like, I know this is part of your job, is that it's always changing, right? And the roster changes affect you a lot. What do you think of kind of what you have to work with? You used Welch a ton in preseason, you used Simmons a ton in preseason, one's not even here anymore. How do you kind of feel about your core group as a whole?
Yeah, I guess, I've said excited here a bunch, I guess, today, but we're excited about the guys that we have. And a lot of them didn't play in the preseason, for us, but it's constantly it's a puzzle, right? That you're constantly putting together and putting guys in positions, and they may switch from one side to the other. They may switch from front to the back. But we enjoy that part of what we do, right? And I think the players enjoy it as well. It's a constant challenge. Things are changing for them, and their position may change, or their job description may change. So we're excited about the group that we have, that the guys that have been here for a little bit, and the new guys that we got, and the position that we can put them in, and hopefully they'll get better as each game goes on, and see if we can turn this thing into something special before it's all over.
Are we more confident in this group entering week one this year than we were last year?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't remember last year. I'm getting through practice tape from today, and I thought we had good energy today. I thought we had good effort. We had some assignments we had to clean up, but effort can make up for, really good effort can make up for some mistakes. So I'm excited about what we have going into this game.
We talk a lot about year two leaps from an offensive and defensive perspective, but what about on special teams for Bullard, Hopper, Williams, those first-year players last year who got a lot of snaps and have that experience under their belt now?
Well, I think, we're going into the fourth year of a system. So I think we're, I don't know how to keep answering that except to say that we like the group of men that we have. We like the effort that they've been given. We like their preparation routine and the way in which things have started to come to fruition in practice. And now we get to go play, finally, besides beating each other up a little bit, we get to go compete against somebody else.
What's your first impression with Nick Neiman? What do you think he can add for you guys and kind of his skill set?
Yeah, I remember Nick coming out, and he was at the Chargers his rookie year when I finished up at the Raiders, and he can run. He's got really good size. He's a smart player, and he's played multiple positions on really all four units. So we're glad we got him.